Today I'm going to work on replacing these front tires on this Bullen's little diesel tractor here. And I don't have any special like tire changing tools yet. Hopefully someday I'll get something like that, whether it's manual tools or whatever. I just don't do enough tire work to really justify it, but I've had a few times when it'd be really nice to have something. But these tires are all weather checked, and so this one here keeps going down. And so I got a couple tires off of Amazon to replace these. So I'm going to try to figure out some way to break the bead on them and get the new tires on. So this is for a neighbor, and I don't think this thing has been started since the winter, and we're having a hard time getting it started. So we're recharging the battery. So while that's recharging, I'm going to try to get these tires swapped out. I know you could just take this down to a tire shop and get them swapped out, but it costs a little bit of money, and I like a good challenge. Plus I live a little ways from town, so it's just more hassle. First thing we gotta do is let the air out of the tires. Yeah, these things are just really weather checked. Gotta have a little tool like that to get the stems out. And it's not that hard normally, but these threads on the inside of the valve stem are a little bit corroded, I think. There we go. Got the valve stem out. Sometimes tires leak just because the valve stem starts going bad. There's a little seal in them, I believe, and they just start getting dried out. But this one here, got all these cracks all over it. It's time for new tires. I think part of the valve stem actually stuck in there because this is the first tire and it's still losing air. I can see there's stuff, part of it down in there still. I'll put some stuff in there to try to loosen it up. A little PB blaster down in there. Yeah, this is how it should look. And see, it has a little rubber seal there that can go bad. And then this one here, I think came apart. I'll have to put a new one of these in if I can get the other piece out. So I'm trying to get a hold of that little piece that's in there. I'm not having a whole lot of luck yet. So I'm gonna try to use a drill bit. Hopefully it'll grab it. Yeah, there we go. I got it. So that's the part right there that broke off. And it was stuck in there. So that piece was like that. And it broke off right there. Left this piece in there. I have to get a new one of them. Hopefully my threads are still good. Let's check them real quick with this good stem. Yep, it's threading in there. I wondered about the other one when I was taking it out because the little stem in the middle was not sticking up anymore as I backed it out. So, yep. All right, now we just gotta get these tires off the bead here, figure out how to do that, and work on getting them off. This is the old-fashioned way to break a bead. So make sure you don't run over the rim with your tire or you're gonna damage your truck or your rim you're trying to get the tire off of. This takes a little time and a little bit of work, but it is effective. Eventually it starts breaking that bead. That's where the tire gets stuck right on the rim really hard. Kind of want it to start where it left off, so maybe a fifth of a turn or something. There we go. See if you can kick all of it down. Yep, okay, flip it over. It's all loose on that side. I'll give this one a little bit of help. Keep it more stable as it runs over it. There we go. It was just letting that rim move too much. There we go, it's all loose. Okay, so we got the beads broke. Now we got to get these off the rim without damaging the rim. So this side has the thinner bead. So if we move the tire to this area here where it's cut out, well, it's not cut out, that's just how they make it, then we should be able to get the tire up high enough to start getting it off the rim. You want to make sure you don't mar up all this edge here, but it takes two tools to kind of walk this off. So we have to get that off. This is for the other side. We're going to try to pull the rim out this way. So we're going to get our tools in this side. And this is nasty. Got all this goop in here. And once you get to the halfway point, it will come out on its own. Okay, so I think if we get this tool through here, hook it on the other side of the rim, I think we can just pull it on out. Yeah. Now I'm going to clean this mess off. I noticed a little bit of nicks and stuff on this rib that goes around here. I'm just going to kiss this a little bit. Make sure there's nothing that's going to make it leak around the bead. All right, that one should be ready to go. A lot better than it was. Get this other tire off and we'll put new tires on. Okay, got that side off. Now we're gonna flip it and get the rim out of this side. See if you get the bead of that tire in that deep spot, it almost comes past on this side. Now we're just gonna make our way around a little bit here. The goal really is to get this bar through here and get it through the center hole, and then can about pull it right out. At least it might need a little help here, but then once you get it this far, you can just rip it the rest of the way out. Go clean this up. And my crowbar. This you gotta be careful because it's really easy to go too far and gouge up your bead landing. So you're just trying to get this tire slip right over the edge. You also don't want to gouge up the edge of your tire where it's got a seal. So you gotta pay attention to all that. Shoot. Hopefully someday I can have some actual tire tools to do this. But if you don't have them, you can still get it done. Okay, so now we're coming around the other side. We want to see if we can get our tire, there we go, dropped into that big gap down in the rim so that we have more play. It'll help this tire go on easier. You don't want to take too big of a bite like I just about did. There we go. It's all on. Now, as you can see, it's not set onto the bead, so that's what we're gonna have to do with some air here in a minute. Get this tire on. Small bead landing up. Collapse your tire at this point so you can get more of a straighter shot. Get our longer bar here. go. It's a little bit of a wrestling match. It helps that it's a warm day out here too. Lets the tire flex a lot more. All right, there we go. Those tires are on. Now we just gotta get some air in them. So one thing when you go to set your beads, you want to make sure you have some good soapy water or some kind of lubrication on the bead so it can slip onto the rim a little easier. And it will actually help it seal up just a little bit too. So we got our bead all wet. Now the way I like to set the bead is take an air hose and instead of putting a air chuck on there, take just a nozzle, and that sometimes helps set the bead a little quicker. Put the valve stem in then. Now we gotta keep putting some air pressure in there to set that bead. Okay, we need about 30 to 40 pounds of pressure to set this bead. We're about 20. Right there. It's a little scary when it pops. Now the tire should be set on the bead good. We can check our all of our leak points with the soapy water. Looks pretty good there. Looks good there. 22 PSI is what it's supposed to be. Let's see where we're at right now, just to see what it took to pop that bead. About 30, so we're not too bad. Okay, we let some air out. We're gonna put the valve in again and then check the pressure. Okay, it's showing nothing right now. They run this really low pressure normally, so we're not gonna put a whole lot in here. Valve might be leaking a little bit. I need to get some new valves is what I need to do. Of course, we could tighten it up a little bit more. That looks better. All right, we're gonna be happy with this one and we're gonna move on to the other tire. We are gonna go ahead and put some more pressure in it just to make sure we got this side set. It doesn't look like it's quite, yeah, it's only real low pressure so far. There we go. I just saw the bead set over here. Take it up to 30. Okay, there we go. Check for leaks. Yeah, the valve is leaking. Sometimes that's where your tire is losing air from and you think it's a leaky tire, it's a leaky valve. Yeah, look at that. Well, let's see if I have another one. All right, we'll get the tire put on and then we'll see what we need. Well, I've tried to get this thing started and I'm not having any luck. So that's gonna do it for this video. I was hoping to get it running because I'd like personally to hear how it runs. But if you have any suggestions on what might be causing this not to start, I don't think it's been started since the winter. So I'm not sure if diesel being bad or something like that is the problem. But anyway, if you have any good suggestions, I'd be interested in hearing them. So just so you know, you can change your own tires at home. It is a little bit of work, but if you're a tightwad like me, it might be worth it. So anyway, guys, till next time, good luck with all your projects. You can speed it up a little bit with the accelerator. See the little thing on the right? Yeah, that's a little foot accelerator. Push it a little bit. Yeah.